It's only 4 days until E3 begins as I'm filming this, and there's something I've wanted to film for a few days, just haven't gotten to it. I became aware of a video by a YouTuber named Saint Illuminated. This is the first video I've ever seen from him, and the video is basically saying how there's a trend within, he sees a lot of Nintendo fans sort of becoming like how a lot of PlayStation 3 fanboys are now, or they're like just really obsessed with graphics and specs, and they boast about having the best specs. And he makes really good points, and it's a great video. And I wanted to make a video about that specifically because I understand how, to a certain extent, I may have sort of helped fuel the fire for this or help accentuate this. But one thing I want to sort of, when I make videos about Wii U specs or its graphics, and those specs or graphics being better than the 7th gen HD systems, that's mainly in, I discuss those things mainly in the context of demonstrating or proving or refuting claims that Wii U is less powerful than the 7th gen HD systems, or it's outrageously underpowered and it can't handle modern games, and its specs are pathetic or whatever. And when there's extensive proof to the complete contrary, I don't, and I've sort of played into like when Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and I said, oh, if you want it on the most powerful home console, now you have to get it on the Wii U. If all you care about is having it on the most powerful console. I'm not saying that the Wii U version of Assassin's Creed 3 is going to be intrinsically better just because it's on a more powerful system in which better graphics are possible. What I'm saying is, people have made the argument against Nintendo that not going to be worth that Wii U is going to be worthless because there's eventually going to be more powerful systems from Microsoft and Sony. Therefore, the Wii U is a piece of trash, and there's no reason any gamer would want to buy a game for it. Meanwhile, if you choose the Assassin's Creed 3 as a multiplat, if you choose that on the 360 or PS3 over the Wii U, then you're consciously choosing that to buy it on a less powerful system. Therefore, there are things other than just having the most powerful, the newest, most advanced system that factor into which system to buy a game for or which game system platform appeals to you. That's the point I was making with that. I know he wasn't responding to me. He didn't even mention me. I just want to sort of just say this because I think there is an element where, I mean, people, like he says, people forget, like, conveniently forget that PlayStation 2 is not the most powerful system of the sixth generation. And if you wanted the best looking version of a game, you generally, PS2 is not the system of choice. You would get that on the, if you wanted the best looking version of a multiplat, you generally went to the Xbox, or the GameCube even was noted at the time to have some better effects, some better visual effects than the PS2. So basically, this is, especially as we're nearing a point where the graphics are sort of starting to plateau a bit. Well, there's always going to be improvements made, but this next leap, even in the high end aspect, is not, I don't think it's going to be anything like from PS1 to PS2 or from PS2 to PS3. The graphics are going to get better. They're going to be visibly and demonstrably better, but really it's going to be more about what the platforms themselves have to offer to the experience when you're actually behind the controller, and not so much, oh, look how much better our specs are, or look how much more horsepower or RAM or whatever we have. And that's what I have to say about that. And thank you very much for watching.